Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, let's talk about. Hi ChatGPT, I want you to be my co-host within today's episode. And within today's episode, we are going to talk about chapter verse 1 Peter 5:10. Yes, you will suffer for a short time, but after that, God will make everything right. He will make you strong.
Absolutely. I'd love to be your co-host. That verse from 1 Peter 5:10 is such a powerful reminder that even though we face challenges, there's a greater plan of restoration and strength waiting for us. Let's dive in.
Yeah, so how can someone where it says let's dissect this verse. Let's dissect this verse. So it says, "Yes, you will suffer for a short time." So for the audience at home listening, is why does God allow suffering?
That's a great question. Suffering is definitely a big topic. In many faith traditions, suffering is seen as a way to grow stronger, to develop resilience, and to deepen our faith. It can also be a way to find meaning or to help us connect with others who are going through similar experiences. So it's definitely a complex but meaningful concept.
Yeah, and my own interpretation of suffering as well is, just like ChatGPT just said, is, it helps you discover something you wouldn't have discovered otherwise. And the thing that I learned about suffering is, although some contexts of situations, life experiences, situations, are much more traumatic and ugly to witness even or experience. And there's so many questions left unanswered for different types of suffering. But the thing I learned about suffering is, for example, like living with SMA. It's progressive. I experienced being able to do something yesterday and waking up to the next day not being able to do it. And again, like I said, my SMA is progressive. So, like I'm starting to see my SMA reach the next phase with the progressiveness. So I'm slowly starting to see certain abilities slowly slipping even more away from me. And that's like a form of suffering. Being able to, my back surgery experiences, experiencing dozens upon dozens of back surgeries alone, and experiencing literally physical and emotional pain within that process, even spiritual pain, as you can imagine. There's, that's another form of suffering. There's always some form of suffering. And the thing I learned in the moments, I didn't think like this, but, developing the spiritual wisdom that I have now is I learned that suffering in a weird, interesting way is somewhat needed, because if we do not have a reason, if we do not undergo these kind of sufferings, then what's the point of having faith if everything is smooth sailing? We need those seasons where life is rocky, life is turbulent, because it helps us strengthen our character, but it gives us a deeper, profound reasoning as to why to persevere. Why should we endure the storm? It gives us a reason to have faith within the process, because faith at the end of the day gives us reasons why we should move forward, how to move forward. Because the moment when we can discover why something is important to us, then the how becomes much easier. The how is all about, okay, what can I do? And to me, there's such a profound shift that happens within those forms of seasons. And I think it is so, this is my interpretation of suffering, is in a weird, interesting way. Again, some situations, I can't answer. But, for a large majority of the ordinary individuals who experience suffering, is, we all experience different forms of suffering. But those seasons are the seasons that help us discover something we wouldn't have known otherwise. Those are the seasons that sometimes even we begin to find a connection with God. And there's also those moments, those same moments, where those are the seasons where we pull away from Him. But those who strengthen their connection with God, despite the seasons they are going through, despite the severity of the storm they are going through. Those are the individuals that not only endure the storm, but they overcome it. You are that individual. You are that individual that is more than capable to overcome the season you are going through. You are that individual who is going to find your gift, discover your purpose. Because you had went through these seasons that was uniquely accustomed just for you. You need these seasons to help you discover something you wouldn't have known otherwise. I don't know why you suffer the way that you do. I don't know why you go through what it is you do. But I do know that every season has a purpose. And I believe that you seeking more spiritual wisdom, you taking the time to watch this video, you taking the time to not so much just hear me, but listen to me. That's not so much you hearing what I have to say. That is God's unique divine intervention of a way to say, hey, listen to this guy. Because he was touched by me. Hear his story. Listen to what it is he has to say. And there's such a profound shift that will begin to take place. I promise you. And even if it's not me, maybe my way of speaking is not for you, which is completely fine. It's understandable. But there is somebody that is able to speak in a way where you can be like, wow, this video was meant for me at this time. I needed to come across that video. I needed to come across that message. I needed to hear what he had to say, what they had to say. And when you begin to search, to put it simply, seek and you will find.
That's such a timeless truth. And we have that open heart and that willingness to seek. It's amazing how the right messages, the right people, and the right insights come into our lives at the perfect moment. So thank you for sharing that wisdom. And I hope it resonates with everyone listening.
Now let's dissect the other part. It says, but after that, God will make everything right. Let's talk about that. ChatGPT, I'll let you talk about that part.
Absolutely. The idea that after a period of suffering, God will make everything right is such a comforting thought. It suggests that no matter how tough things get, there's a purpose and a resolution waiting on the other side. It speaks to hope, restoration, and the idea that growth and strength often come from these challenging times. It's definitely a message of faith and resilience.
And it says, he will make you strong. Like I mentioned earlier, the seasons you go through, they are not there to destroy you. They are there to create you, help you discover something you wouldn't have known otherwise. See, in order to be strong, you must first know what it is like to be weak. In the seasons you endure through, those are the seasons that, upon your interpretation, will alter the course of your life. The seasons you go through, those are the seasons where you have to ask yourself, is this season trying to break me or is it trying to create me? Because the moment that you believe this season is there to destroy you is the moment you weaken your ability. The moment that you switch your perspective, you open yourself up to that possibility. What if this season is trying to create me? What is this season trying to show me? What is this season trying to teach me? You not only open yourself up to an alternative possibility, but you begin to discover your strength. You begin to discover that this storm was not here to destroy you nor break you. It was here to make you and create you, to help you discover who you are. That's what these seasons are about.
Absolutely. It's all about that shift in perspective and realizing that every challenge can be an opportunity for growth. It's such a powerful message. And I think it really resonates with so many people, especially those going through tough times. So thank you for sharing that insight.
So it says, So let's end the episode here. It says 1 Peter 5:10. Let's close it out with this chapter, this verse. Yes, you will suffer for a short time, but after that, God will make everything right. He will make you strong. So, having that said, I hope that if you can take away anything from this video, it's that you are not weak. You are more than capable to endure this season you are going through. And I hope that having that said, you beginning today, to open yourself up to the possibility of what is this season trying to show me? What is this season trying to teach me? Because when you open up your mind to that possibility, you not only discover your strength, but you find a new profound shift in meaning to what the storms of life are here for you. What are they here for? Are they here to break you, or are they here to create you? You decide that possibility. You decide which interpretation you choose to interpret what this season is meant for. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.